Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's gonna be a really exciting day, but I'm just like, cannot get enough air in vibes. Anyway, I thought I would bring you guys along because apart from this, it's gonna be a great day and it's a really fun day in my life as a content creator. I will talk you guys through a little bit later how I got into what I'm doing, but basically with my job, I am part content creator, part photographer, part UGC creator. I kind of do a mix of a lot of things. I'm also part social media manager. lots of balls in the air, lots of fingers in the pies. But today is going to be a really fun day. I'm headed to Noosa and I'm doing a photo shoot for one of my beautiful clients, Beck, because we are shooting her Valentine's Day range, which is just going to be so fun. So I'll give you guys a little sneak peek behind the scenes. She is a beautiful jewelry brand. She makes all of her jewelry here on the Sunshine Coast and it's just amazing. So right now it is 9:50 and I've just got some stuff to do, but I basically just thought I would bring you guys along for a day in my life as a business owner. Let's just say business owner. Day in my life as a business owner, and yeah, I thought I would bring you guys along. It's going to be a fun one. Lots of fun creative stuff. This is definitely one of the more fun days as a business owner. A lot of it is just sitting here on my laptop, editing, scheduling, all that kind of stuff. I've got to leave here at about 12. The shoot's not until 2, but it'll take a little bit over an hour to get to Noosa and I like to be early. I'm just gonna finish charging up my cameras now, make sure I've got plenty of cards, make sure my phone is all good to go, charged up, and create a bit more of a shot list, a little bit more detailed shot list. And then yeah, I'm gonna go in a few hours. So that is the plan. So this is going to be my shoot bag, which I will take with me. So I thought I would just show you sort of the props. Franklin has had a haircut, as you can see. Long story. Anyway, he's beautiful. Aren't you, darling? Yes. Just not as furry as he used to be, but he will be back to normal soon. Okay, so let's pack this bag. So it is a jewelry shoot, so I want to take some accessories. So I'll take some different sunglasses with me. Then I want to take a few little bags as well because we'll be doing some styling videos. So I thought I would bring this one along as like more of a nighttime bag. A little Bottega-y one. That one there. And then I thought as more of like a beachy one, I would bring this hat that I got from Bali as well. So we'll put that in. Then this is the dress. I've steamed it and I've just rolled it, that we will be using, that the model will be wearing for the Valentine's Day things. So it's a dress that I got for our Christmas party actually. So I'll put that sort of just in there like that. And then I will take my camera bag and that is pretty much it. Frank, what are you doing? Okie dokie, so I'm on my way. Turn that down. I'm on my way. It's saying it's going to take only 48 minutes. It's going to be 45 minutes early. I suppose it's better to be early than late. The camera moves a little bit while I'm driving. So when I graduated, I went to university and I studied interior design, and I studied that for, I think it ended up being like 6 months. And I don't know, it wasn't creative enough. It was always the thing I knew I wanted to do because I love interiors. I love architecture, and I really appreciate that. My parents are in the design space, and I've just always really loved, you know, beautiful homes and beautiful spaces and designing and decorating and all that jazz, like always. My 12th birthday, I think, I got a Better Homes and Gardens magazine subscription. Your girl was obsessed. So yeah, that kind of puts me to a T. So I always thought that's what I would do. And then when I graduated and went to uni, I was like, don't like it. It wasn't creative enough. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was more, you know, maths and like just all the boring stuff. Like it all had to be to a proper brief, and like duh, like if you're going to work in the industry, that's all the stuff you need to know how to do. So anywho, I was like, no, I don't like it. So then I stopped that. Long story short, dropped out of university, deferred it for a few years, and then was like, right, what do I want to do? Went and did a decoration course, like an interior decoration course with Sydney Design School. So I did that all online. That was amazing. Had a great time with that. Hope that you stay there. Okay, so anyway, I thought I was going to do interior design. I thought I would enjoy it. I didn't. Long story short. Long story long. I was kind of working at in my mum's business and just sort of floundering around, not really sure what I wanted to do. I went on a photo shoot with my mum's business, and I've always sort of loved photography. Photo shoot with a really wonderful photographer. Anyway, she kind of said, why don't you come do a bit of editing work for me and like work alongside me. So I did that, and that was amazing. That was really fun. I worked with her, I think for like a year. I can't fully remember, but she was amazing. She taught me so much. She introduced me to like podcasts. She showed me how to edit. She just taught me everything I needed to know. She taught me all the jargon, you know, how to be on a shoot, the technology you need, the technology you don't need, just little tips, like how to clean your camera, for instance, like just all those little tips that like you wouldn't learn off a course. I worked with her for a little while, and then I kind of got over the editing because I was just pretty much just editing, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go out like on my own to some degree, do photo shoots myself. So my mum and dad bought me a secondhand camera, and you know, they supported what I was doing. They were like, yep, cool, you know, I think I was like 18 at this point. They were like, you're 18, just like go and try things. So I went and I pretty much just became this like photographer. I just shot everything I could get my hands on. I shot products I already had. I shot people that I knew. I got in touch with businesses and did a whole heap of portfolio work. Basically just like hustled and took photos and videos and just built my portfolio. I don't want anyone to look at this work. While I was kind of doing a bit of photography work, my anxiety started to really like pick up, and I'd always sort of suffered from anxiety, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna like do an aromatherapy course. I'm gonna learn about aromatherapy and get into aromatherapy because it was really helping me at the time, and there wasn't anything kind of around that was like made for younger people. Like, there wasn't anything around that was, you know, beautiful to have in your school bag or have in your handbag and use that helped you throughout your day. Nothing like that at the time. So I created Willow Lane Aromatherapy. I went to markets and rented a space within a store, and I just sold them basically. So you can kind of catch the drift. See that I've always enjoyed business and marketing and all that kind of stuff. So I had Willow Lane during COVID got picked up by Cotton On, which was just crazy. I had about, I think like 50 stockists around Australia. I was just like hand pouring them all, making them all myself. And anyway, Cotton On picked me up in COVID times because obviously they couldn't get things made in China, so they were taking on a few small businesses. But anyway, so they stocked my products for a while, which really legitimized the brand. Then I went to trade fairs, and I didn't stop making content, but it kind of went on the back burner when Willow Lane took off because I was just so busy. Like, I had 50 something stockists in Australia. You know, I had the whole thing with Cotton On. I got a warehouse and it just took off, which was fantastic. I had my e-commerce store as well, so it was really great. But it just took off, which was cool, but kind of like out of my hands. Like, it just went. I did not have much in place to support growth like that, which is fine, and it's a learning curve, and it's all good. It worked out fine. But in amongst that, I was kind of doing a whole heap of photo shoots and things for brands that I knew, like my friends' businesses and all that kind of thing. I was kind of mixing that through, but I wasn't really actively doing content. The start of last year, I was just feeling so drained. It all just kind of ran away, and I'm someone who likes control and everything just got really big really quick, and I was kind of left doing something that I didn't really want to be doing. Dealing with wholesale customers, I was like all this kind of stuff, and it just wasn't my thing. Like, so at this point I was kind of freaking out a little bit because I feel like I'd gotten myself in so deep into something that I just wasn't loving every day. And I'm someone who, like I said with the whole uni thing, if I'm not loving it, I just don't do it, because I'm like, what's the point of wasting my good years you know, on something that I don't love. I take a pause with Willow Lane, maybe I rebrand. I just had to shift it because it wasn't feeling good. I shifted it. I got rid of my warehouse. I decided I'd just get rid of my warehouse and I'd rebrand. That was kind of the vibe. Got rid of my warehouse a few months later. So in March last year, I got rid of my warehouse, and then in June, I had to have hip surgery. So like, I wasn't expecting to have hip surgery. It was a very quick thing. I had a labral tear in my hip, and couldn't really walk without a lot of pain. Couldn't work. So that was June last year of 2024. So I'd just got rid of my warehouse. I'd basically cut all cords, ready to do a rebrand, and then this happened. So I was like, kind of perfect timing, like rubbish thing to happen, but perfect timing. Then at the end of 2024, so about October, I could sort of start work again and slowly sort of delve back into things. And I did. I rebranded Willow Lane. I relaunched it. I have a small space. You'll see on my other videos, I have a small space in my dad's shed. It's easy, it's little, and I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to keep Willow Lane pottering away, doing its thing, and it doesn't have to overtake my entire life. I got back into my content and everything like that, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, because why not? Basically, that is my resume. Leaning into content a lot because I love content, and Willow Lane is just ticking along. I've got my e-commerce store, which I will link below. I've got a small space within a shop. So much of my business was ego driven at the time, and it was fine, like it served me a purpose, but I just wasn't, I'd reframed everything, and I was like, yeah, no, like that's not why I want to do business. And I realized a lot of my love was in the content and the marketing and everything like that. So I realized I want to downscale Willow Lane. I still want to have it because it's such a good product. Like I believe in my product so much. That was the other thing. I cut away some of the products that weren't as good, like that I wasn't using every day. I feel so much better about Willow Lane now. It is just such a aligned brand, and I've realized I don't need it to be this huge thing. Do everything if I scaled things down and didn't have such a big ego about it. So that's what I did. I feel so much better now. So I've got my product-based business, I've got my content So when I say content, that's photography, and content creation. I'm managing 2 different social medias. Got the content arm of my business, and then I've got Willow Lane. Thought I'd bring you guys along. Today's a fun day, so I'll bring you guys along and you can see what I get up to. And I've arrived. I've had a little snacky. It is Friday. I had the shoot yesterday and I got home last night and I was knackered. I had some veggies, roast veggies, and I went to bed basically. I was so tired this morning and I was so excited to get into editing the shoot from yesterday. I've got a big to-do list today. Edit jewelry photo shoot from yesterday. Weekly questions to my social media clients. In photo shoot for social media clients, I have to book in a photo shoot for my other social media client, that I site visit for social media client, install content, and edit newest YouTube video for Sunday Live. So that is this video right now. Do a little bit of how I edit. Got photos here. So basically I go through them all. So we got it down to 170 of 1472. So as you can see on here, so you really do cull like most of the shots. Goodness, you guys, it is so hot. Like, I've been in air conditioning all day and I don't know how like tradies and everyone that's not in air conditioning are functioning. It's 37 degrees. Like, what? I can't remember it being so hot like all the time. Many like 37 degree days this summer. Like, tell me climate change isn't real. Just heading around to the store that I run their social media for to get some content. A has just gotten away from me. I'm gonna be working late tonight because I've got a lot to do and it's 4 o'clock and the day just literally got away from me. That person just, oh no. Oh no, they just ran into that pole. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. If you guys enjoyed this, please let me know. Alright, I'm gonna